What if I told you the key to a more disciplined life isn't hidden in some self-help book, but in the science of a perfect kick? Well, today we're diving into something called Muay Thaibata. It's a fitness system that's all about merging the raw power of an ancient martial art with the sharp precision of modern science. I mean, think about your last workout for a sec. Yeah, you probably burned some calories, maybe built a little muscle, but what if it could do so much more? What if every single push, every punch, was also building a mental blueprint for how you handle pretty much any challenge life throws at you?
You know, this is where so many of us hit a wall. The fitness routine starts to feel, well, disconnected from real life. It just becomes a bunch of motions we go through without any real meaning. And what happens? We get bored, we lose that fire, and eventually we quit. That disconnect right there is why so many traditional programs just don't stick.
And the guy who created this system, Aaron Vaverka, he saw this problem firsthand. I mean, look at this. Traditional training can be so redundant, so boring. His students were busy people, professionals. They didn't have time to waste. They needed something that was actually engaging, super efficient, and something they could actually use in the real world. So, the solution wasn't to just throw out all the old methods. Nah, it was to make them evolve. And that's what led to a whole new approach to combat fitness. One that cleverly mixes that ancient wisdom of Muay Thai with the undeniable proof of modern exercise science. And here it is, Muay Thaibata. This system isn't just about building fighters, it's about forging better human beings. The whole idea is that real strength, it comes from putting together that warrior spirit with a smart, scientific way of training. Okay, so how does it actually work? Let's geek out on the science for a minute. Because this is not just about randomly throwing punches. It's about really understanding how your body is built and making it stronger from the inside out. It all starts right here, with our foundation, the 206 bones in an adult skeleton. See, the Muay Thaibata system gets that bones, just like muscles, need resistance to get stronger. So through really controlled, progressive impact, the system strengthens your entire skeleton, not just the muscles wrapped around it. Now, for any of that to happen, for you to even move, your brain has to send a signal, right? That signal travels down what's called a motor unit. Think of it like a light switch. It's one nerve cell and all the muscle fibers it's in charge of. The better you get at flipping these switches, the more powerful and precise you become. And this is where it gets really fascinating. There's something called the all or none theory, which basically says that when that signal gets there, the muscle fibers are either completely on or completely off. There's no in between, no half effort. They fire at 100% or they don't fire at all. Think about that for a second. This biological fact is the secret sauce behind the whole philosophy. If your muscles don't do half reps, why should you? So every single movement, whether it's a simple block or a powerful kick, becomes a lesson in total commitment. It literally trains your body and your mind to stop wasting energy and just be efficient. And this idea of efficiency, it goes all the way down to your fuel source. We're all taught to count calories, but this system wants you to understand what a calorie is. It's a unit of heat. It's not some number to be afraid of. It's a precise measure of the energy you need to power this incredible machine you're building. But look, you can have the most perfectly tuned body in the world, but if your mind isn't focused, what's the point? That's exactly why the science part of this blueprint is matched with a really deep approach to coaching the whole person. Because training your body but ignoring your mind, that's just a recipe for disaster. This is why a Muay Thaibata instructor is going to ask you a different kind of question. They don't just ask, so what are your goals? They dig way deeper. They ask, what's your why? Because let's be honest, a vague goal like I want to get in shape isn't going to drag you through a tough workout. But a powerful why, like wanting to be strong and healthy for your family, that is the fuel that keeps you going for the long haul. So to find that fuel, the system actually helps you build your own success story. It's a simple but seriously powerful tool that follows this 4-step structure. What was the challenge you faced? What action did you take? What was the result? And finally, how is it relevant to your life and how you can help others? It turns your fitness journey into a story, a narrative you can actually draw real strength from. The founder's own story is the perfect example. He says he discovered Muay Thai to reclaim my health. Okay, there's the challenge and the action. The result? A total transformation. And the relevance? Now I help other busy professionals transform their approach to stress. See how that framework gives his whole journey a powerful purpose? So, when you combine the hard science with this art of coaching the whole person, the system becomes way more than just a workout. It actually evolves into a real sustainable philosophy, a blueprint for life. And this blueprint gives you clear, actionable principles you can use everywhere. We're not talking about some fad diet here. These are core principles for high performance. Things like timing your nutrition just right or balancing your macros. It's all grounded in science to support your training and your life.
So really, here's what it all boils down to. Muay Thaibata is not just another fitness class you can drop into. It's a deeply integrated system. It's applied exercise science mixed with combat methodology. It's a holistic approach that builds your body, respects the science, and truly empowers your mind.
And that brings us right back to the very first question we asked. When you train with purpose, when you use science to your advantage, and when you own your personal story, you're doing so much more than just getting fit. You're actually preparing for all of life's challenges. So the question this system leaves us with is a big one. How are you training for life?